Hello, new 6th grade students. My name is Mike Ward. I am your math teacher for 6th grade at AI DuPont Middle School this year. I'd like to show you my intro video to how to use Schoology to be successful in my mathematics classroom this year. So the first thing you want to do, you already have this, you've plugged it in, and that's how you're on the site that you see before you. You have my access code, so all you need is that code. Once you plug it into courses and join, you should be able to get to my classroom, and it's a one-time thing that you need to submit. Once you have this classroom set up, you can easily see, since you are new students, some people will need to see the physical environment and what it actually looks like, the school, in case they need to locate it as they're driving by, if they're getting dropped off or walking. You have a profile picture of myself, so you know who the teacher is and what face to look for. All my information is down here, listed below, so at the end of this, if you have any questions or comments or concerns, please do not hesitate to email me at that email address down below, michael.ward@redclay.k12.de.us. So as we look through this folder, you see a Start Here folder. This will be the folder that we cover on the first week of school. So once you open it up, you'll see all of these documents that need to be signed. We will give your student these papers in class, but if they happen to forget them at school or they never picked them up, you can easily just click on these links and they will be able to be printed out and signed at home in order to be brought back. So you can see here we have a few of the things that need to be signed and brought back. As we look at the home page again, just hit the back button and it brings you right back to the main screen. It'll do this for all folders as long as you see the back button. You can go back to the previous page. After the Start Here, you definitely want to look at forms and documents to make sure that during the first week of school you have all the necessary papers filled out and brought back so that your student can participate with things like using the Chromebooks, attending field trips, physical activities, and all the other good stuff that we have planned for this year. Now you can see here we have curriculum. If a student misses a day, everything is broken up into the 5 domains. So these 5 topics are what we'll be studying in 6th grade math this year. The actual units are broken up into weeks. So for example, week 5 would be unit 5. So let's say your child missed a day and it was during week 11. Well, you can easily click on week 11. It'll bring up all the activities that we did that week, and you can easily do them online or print them out. Not every assignment can be printed out, but everything will be able to be accessed through these links. So if you did miss a day, you'll be able to get instruction, resources, and for the most part, the activity for that day if it's able to be printed or saved from that particular link or package. So as you can see, we have 22 this year. It's a lot, but when you think about it, if we did one a week, it's just still under 35 weeks for the school year. So some of these units will take maybe 2 weeks to do, but for the most part, each unit will take 1 week. And as we go back, we can see, back to the home page, curriculum is what we just covered. Now for homework, this will be blank every day, but it'll also be updated every day. So as of right now, you see nothing because it's the first day of school, but every day I'll be updating this to see if there's new homework. You should, as a student, be checking this every day. There'll be things in classroom that'll say this is for homework, but this is just to remind you and keep you on task in terms of when things are due and how they should be done. They'll also come with a rubric if needed. There's also an open discussion, which basically means that students can use this area to ask other students for help. Other students can help other students. Advanced students can dig deeper into different resources. So there's a lot of things going on with open discussion. Be advised that it is, like I said, open discussion. So we're not talking about anything that's inappropriate. If that is the case, we will not let you use the discussion aspect of this. But students really like using this just because they're able to ask the teacher questions, they can ask other students questions. It's very personable without being formal. So it's a great way to reiterate or learn something new through other people. And as we look back on the home page again, we see that there are unit projects. Now there are 6 to 7 unit projects every year. Currently I only have the first project in there, which is the Dream Crib project. So when you click on these major assignments, there's a lot that goes into them. So the actual assignment is up here for this link. It brings you to the actual project. Students chat is just like the discussion, so if they have questions about anything, they can ask myself, the teacher, or the students for help, guidance, things of that nature. And resource geometry videos, that just helps them figure out, okay, if I have to make something let's just talk about the Dream Crib first. If they have to make something for class, how are they going to know how to solve for area and perimeter? Even though we learn these things in class, it's very easy to forget or confuse or mix up different equations. So all of these videos should be in here, the resource geometry video section. You can always go back and access this part at any time just to clarify anything that you didn't understand from before. And lastly, we have the resource folders for students and parents. Parents can use this to check different things like grades, progress, behavior, how your child is doing socially, and student resources is a place where students can go. Again, we also have an open discussion here. Please read this bottom part before you start posting things. We also have 6th grade math vocabulary. It is an extensively long list. We're not asking that everybody memorize all of these words and terms in a day. This is over the course of a year, but if your child ever needs to go back and look at vocabulary terms in terms of using it for a test or using it for a different assignment, all of the words are located right here in 6th grade vocabulary. One of the best features that I have is the ed videos. So we have educational videos that are built in to a lot of these lessons. So if they didn't get the instruction in class, there's other videos that differentiate exactly what you're learning and how you're learning it. So these are great if you need a little bit more help, or if you really want to solidify knowing and mastering a particular topic. These ed videos are where you want to be. We have the Common Core state standards. The state standards are on the internet and you can find them easily. I just decided to put them in as a link here so it's easy access for the students to understand what we are going to be learning each week, each day of this particular school year. And there'll be more added as the year goes on. Since we do start with different things, we have graphs. All of them are listed here. We got the 10 by 10 and a different style of 10 by 10. Soon there'll be 5 by 5s, a negative line, all sorts of resources. Also, if you have any suggestions on resources I should put in, please tell me in the discussion board and I'll be able to create these different resources and place them in here so that way you'll have them to access whenever you need them. All in all, that's pretty much it. I'm sure people, especially students, will have questions when they come into class tomorrow. That'd be great. Just have your student write these questions down so they don't forget to ask them the next day. But in a nutshell, that's it, guys. There will be updates every day on this, but for the most part, I wanted to keep it very plain and simple. And your homework tonight is just to get those forms signed in the Start Here button. And as well as that, I want you to check out the forms and documents and kind of just play around with the site, just learning how to navigate and going through different links to figure out where to go to access things on this particular Schoology program online classroom. Okay, guys, that was it. I hope to see you guys tomorrow morning in class. Good luck. All right, see you then.